In this video, we're going to look at how to add images, hyperlinks, and tree links to a page. Let's get started. Now, when you are creating a page in itslearning, you want to make it appealing for students. A lot of text on the screen will make it so they don't want to read the information. They just want to move on to the next thing. So be sure to use colors and fonts and pictures to make your page come alive. I want to demonstrate here in my first block on this page how I can just add a picture to this particular block and how I can kind of play with the fonts and colors a little bit. So remember from what I showed you in the last video, to edit a block, you click on the pencil icon and that'll take you back to where you originally had typed in your information or added any pictures or anything. I can highlight this text and I can change the color. Right here, this icon here is the text color, and I could change this to blue. You have the ability to change the font size, so I could highlight all of this and I could change it from extra large just to large. You can change the font style. There's not a lot of choices, but you can play around with those and see if there's something that you like a little bit better than others. So those are just a few things to make it visually appealing. But then pictures really make a page pop. So let's say this is all about exercising. I want to add a video, a picture involving the squat. So I'm going to go out to Pixabay. This is a royalty-free website where you can get pictures. If you use with students, you do have to get parent permission for this site. So this would be something I would just use for myself, not with my students. But I can easily search for what I need a picture of, and then scroll through the options, and there's a cute little one here of a little boy. So I'll click on that. It's a free download. You can choose the size that you want and the quality of the picture. I'm going to download that, and then it's going to ask me where I want to save it. I have linked my OneDrive onto my computer so I can just save anything in my Microsoft OneDrive. So I'm going to put it in there. And then now I'm going to go back to itslearning. And to add the picture, I'm simply going to put my cursor where I want that picture to be. And then I'm going to click up here on the icon that looks like a picture, mountains with the sun. If you hover over it, it says image. Click on that. And then I'm going to have to upload my picture. Now when this opens, notice there's a few options up here. You could do a new folder, and you'll see the folders that I have here, and then I can upload and insert my picture into that folder, and then it'll go on to the page as well. If you're going to be uploading a lot of pictures, I would recommend doing a folder first, just to keep you organized and let you know where those pictures are for future reference. From this example, I'm just going to click Upload and Insert. I have to choose my file, so I have to remember where I just saved it. Notice it did go to my OneDrive. There he is. Click on him, click Open. You'll see the file added. You could position it where you want it on that particular page. You could put a border around it if you want, but you do need to put this alternative text. That is just part of accessibility. So I'm just going to say, boy SWAT. And then you may have to scroll down, but you're looking for this upload and insert button. Make sure you have that. Click that button, and then the picture will be inserted there in your block. You might want to center it. You may want to just move it over a little bit. Just do what works for you. You can also resize it by just clicking and dragging. And then I'm going to click OK. So now I have a picture inserted on that particular block. Now the next thing I want to show you is how you can hyperlink text on a page. Now that hyperlink can go to a website or that hyperlink can go to a file. It doesn't matter as long as you have a link. Now here is an example of where a teacher wanted his students to go to a website and complete an activity. And the link was just pasted in on the page. Well, those links are not appealing. They work. The students know to click on them and go to a site. But you can actually take that same link and put it on text that you already have on the page to make it more appealing. So let's go in to edit this block. I'm going to highlight the link to the website and copy it. And then I'm going to go over here where it says complete this activity, I'm going to highlight the words this activity on irregular preterite. And then up on the rich text toolbar, I'm going to click the link icon. I'm going to paste in that URL. Click OK. And then now notice those words have become a hyperlink. So I can just delete that website off of there and it looks much more appealing. Now, like I said, you can do the same thing for a website or for a file. So if you've got a Google file or a Microsoft file, either one, you can get the link from those files. So here, I'm going to link to a secondary digital resources sheet. So I'm going to go up here to the sheet. This is made in Google Drawings. I'm going to go to the share button. And this has changed a little bit. Google did an update recently, so this may look new to you. But if I scroll down, notice down here has where I can get a link. This is currently set up that someone has to be in their Forsyth County account in order to view this. But if I don't want them to be in their Forsyth County account, I can click Change. I could click this drop down and say anyone with the link. And then over here, do I want them to just be able to view it, edit it, or comment on it? I want them to just view it, so I'm going to leave it on Viewer. I'm going to click Done. And I'm going to go ahead and go back in and copy that link. Now I'm going to go back to my It's Learning page. Once again, highlight the text that you're going to use as the hyperlink. Go to that link, paste in the URL, click OK, and then that has now become a link to that document. I want to just show you really quickly, in Microsoft products, you now have the same option if you're using the 365 version, which is what's on your laptops. Up here at the top, there's either a share button or a little button that looks like this with the arrow. When you click on that button, you will get the option to share it with anyone that can view. If you click on that, once again, you'd share it to just Forsyth County. If you want to give them editing rights, you could click there. I'm going to leave it on anyone, and then I can just go down here and copy the link. So you can do this with Google or Microsoft products, either one. Click OK. And then now I go down. When I click on this link, it opens the website. When I go back, when I click on the digital resources, it opens that digital resource page. Now you can also hyperlink a picture. So here, notice in this block, I have a picture of a panda, and I'm going to have the kids go to the Atlanta Panda Camp. So let's go into Edit this block. And to hyperlink a picture, all you have to do is click on the picture to select it. And then I'm going to go to the Panda Cam at the Atlanta Zoo. I'm going to grab that URL. I'm going to go back to my It's Learning course. Once again, my picture's still highlighted. Click on the link icon again, and I'm going to paste that URL in there. Now, if you want to make sure that when the kids click on that picture, they don't lose their page within It's Learning, I want to show you this Target tab. So when I click on the Target tab, notice it's set to open in a new window. So it's going to open a brand new tab on my Chrome browser. The kids are going to see the Panda Cam there, and then they can come back to It's Learning. So you may want to always just check that and make sure that that's the case to help keep them on track and not get lost. And click OK. Click OK again. And now when I go down here and I click on the cute little panda, I'm taken to the zoo. And like I said, it opened in a new tab, so now I can go back to my It's Learning page. The final thing I want to show you in this video is how to add a tree link. Now what a tree link is a way for you to actually link an item that's already in your It's Learning course, over there in that course tree, to this particular page. So the students click on the link and it opens that item. So I'm going to edit this last block, and I'm going to show you how this works. So you'd have your information, you've been telling them what it is that you want them to go to. I can then, let's say I want to bullet this. To add the tree link, I just click here on this folder. It's the tree link icon. It's going to give you everything that is in your course, so it's showing you your course tree. If the item is inside a folder, you have to click on the folder first and then see those items. If it's not inside a folder, just literally find it. So I'm just going to go down here and click on a quiz that I have. So I click on that quiz, click Add, And notice it will put the exact title of that item in the block. So when I click OK, and then I go to that block on the page, click on that link, it's actually going to open that particular quiz. So that's a way to quickly get students from a page to a resource that's already within your course. I hope this helps you know more about editing pages.